Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Eternal October podcast. It's been another week for you, but it's been a little while for us. This is episode 13.
Woo!
I am James,
I'm Lauren.
and I'm very congested right now.
Boy sneezing every 5 minutes.
Yeah, sorry, you're going to hear some noises you don't want to hear. But I took a Sudafed, so hopefully, it is currently about to be 1:40 a.m. But we're doing this little Christmas episode since it's Christmas Eve.
Yee! Woo!
Where we're going to do a copy paste of our Halloween episode.
Madness bracket.
Christmas episodes from cartoons that we-ish grew up with. More or less.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of repeat offenders here from the first list, but there's some new faces. My cat's about to set himself on fire, so 1 second. There we go. Cool. Yeah, you just want to jump into it? I think this will be a quick one, obviously.
Yeah, let's just get into it. I'm good. Yeah.
All right. Do we have any, I guess first we'll just go over which episodes from which shows. I'll announce the matchups. Or wait, should I announce? We announce them as we go. We announce the matchups as we go. But,
Yeah.
but these are the episodes included. SpongeBob SquarePants making a triumphant return with the SpongeBob Christmas special.
Hmm.
Ed, and Eddie's back, of course, with
Yeah.
Jingle Jingle Jangle. The Fairly Odd Parents are also returning with Christmas Every Day. Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, returning with Holly Jolly Jimmy. Dexter's Laboratory, a new one from last time, with Dexter versus Santa's Claus.
Hmm.
16.
Yeah.
Last second edition.
Woo!
Here with Deck the Mall. Camp Lazlo returning, which would have been Foster's Home, but which would have also been a return. But we couldn't find the episode on streaming, so
It is nowhere to be found.
that's too bad. So yeah, Camp Lazlo with Camp Kringle. And Johnny Bravo, another new face,
Woo!
with Johnny Bravo Christmas.
Hmm.
So that's what you're in for. That's what the topic's gonna be, and we're gonna randomize the matchups here.
Gotta say, that's a good list of shows we picked.
Pretty decent. I gotta say right off the bat,
Uh-oh. Going in deep, y'all.
not as strong as the Halloween episodes. Just as a rule, in my opinion, just in general.
You know, I was gonna mention that, but kind of glad that you did because I agree with that. Some of these weren't as, like you said, not as strong. Yeah, our Halloween episodes were like banger after banger, and then like there was a couple ones like whatever.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it was pretty all solid with like all the episodes we agreed on and we liked. But yeah, this time around, yeah.
Even some that I was expecting to kind of hit didn't hit as hard as I want them to.
Mhm.
If I'm being real, we're gonna try and not be biased with this, and I think we might get some interesting results. I don't know.
Guess
I
we'll
don't know,
see.
but yeah, I gotta say because of that, I'm admittedly not as passionate about some of these, so we'll see how it goes.
Some of these I am, but some of them I'm not. So depending on the matchup, we'll see.
Let's do it. First
Yeah.
matchup, all right? One that I don't think you're very passionate about at all. We have Camp Lazlo, which was the last one we just watched, with Camp Kringle. up against Fairly Odd Parents with Christmas Every Day, which I think these are the last two that we watched. So.
Oh yeah. Okay, this one.
Hey, first off, we gotta talk about like we gotta go through them, right?
Yeah.
So we gotta start with Camp Kringle, which the concept of this episode is that Santa is he's tired. He wants to go on vacation.
Boy
And
wants a break.
he wants to go to the tropics and cancel Christmas for the year after all the presents get destroyed that they had stockpiled. And so the Camp Kidney crew decides that that's not cool. You can't cancel Christmas. So they convince him to take a 1-week vacation at Camp Kidney instead of a 6-month soiree in the tropics. And he gets addicted to tetherball. Santa gets addicted to tetherball, which is a funny concept, I gotta say. Though the episode didn't actually make me laugh much, there's some funny things in there in concept, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Do we want to talk about this one a bit? And then we'll go and do the other one. Then we'll see what we like more.
This one was quite boring for me. I didn't really think it was all that funny. Yeah, like it's Christmas, but it's in July. I was a little confused by that. Like, I know that's kind of like a thing, like, oh, like Christmas in July, like that's kind of like, yeah, I've seen that before. But like the way that it's executed in here, it's kind of a little weird. But yeah, Santa Claus gets addicted to tetherball and he's like, yeah, fuck Christmas. I don't want to do it anymore. This is my new thing. And the kids are like, wait, no. So yeah, I don't know. It was
I think the funniest thing is that concept, and it's not as funny to watch as it is to like think about.
Yeah, I was getting like really bored watching it. I was kind of like dozing off.
Yeah, I gotta say, another not very strong showing from Camp Lazlo, but
that's 2 in a row for me.
I liked it more than the Halloween one. I think I don't know. I don't know.
This for me were probably the same because I didn't care all that much for the Halloween episode from them either.
The Halloween
I thought that one was really boring too. They're just running around the camp.
Yeah, for me the Halloween one wasn't quite as strong, I guess, because I lost my train of thought. But I did have something to say, and now I've lost it.
Oh no.
Did you have anything else to say?
No, that's pretty much about it.
You'll probably come back to me.
You're just having a brain fart.
Yeah, I was I agree that I was pretty bored watching it. It didn't feel very Christmassy.
Yeah, I was going to mention that too. I forgot, but yeah, it didn't really feel Christmassy because you see in the beginning the snow and like all of that, and then it shortly, like once they go to camp with Santa Claus, it dies out.
Oh, okay, so what I remembered is a criticism I had of the Halloween one was that like the fact that it's for very young children was showing like a bit in a way that like as an adult I just found annoying or like cringy, I guess. Which I didn't get that as much with this Christmas episode. More like I was just bored. Yeah,
I can agree with that. The humor was fine in here. Yeah, it wasn't really like for kids humor and like really stupid and whatever. Like the humor was fine. It was decent.
It was a little better. It just wasn't hitting.
It was just bored. Yeah, I was bored. So
I thought it. I still love the art style. I gotta give it the art.
The art's good.
The point for the art, and like that, it looked like pretty nice HD.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to some of these, that just wasn't the case.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, so it's Camp Laszlo, Camp Kringle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, on to Fairly Odd Parents, Christmas Every Day. Oh, you know what? Hang on, quickly because
Uh-oh.
it's relevant. Camp Kringle, I think, earns a point that many of these like lose a point for me, which is I don't think there was a stupid song in it.
Ha!
I don't think there was a like singing.
Yeah, that was nice that it didn't have a song. I think there's another one on here that doesn't have a song
Yeah,
either.
I think like two of these didn't
Yeah.
have songs, and
most
else did.
most of these had songs.
It's like a holiday special theme
But
to
I
do,
can-
I guess.
I will admit, soon when we get to it, there is a song I do like in one of the episodes, but I won't spoil that.
All right.
But
Yeah, there's one that doesn't annoy me, but I already gave that away. I already showed my hand
mhm.
during. But okay. So Fairly Odd Parents. Yes, there is a song in this
No.
one.
We get freaking 2 songs in here, right?
It's like a reprise, but yeah.
We get 2 songs in here, and these songs were just as annoying as the Halloween song in their episode.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion. I don't know. Yeah, I thought the songs we got in the Christmas episode were just as bad.
I didn't mind it as much. I was really thrown off by the Halloween one.
Well, yeah, because it like the song like appears right in the middle of like things happening, and you're just like, wait, what?
But-
So I can agree with that.
I will reveal to the discussion here that like I kind of remembered that song,
Mm-hmm.
and of course as a kid it didn't bother me.
But now
so
as an
like when
adult.
I heard it, like I don't know, it didn't feel as like uncalled for because I guess I just remembered it and didn't hate it like when I was young. But with the Halloween one, I had no memory of that, and it felt super uncalled for. And
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably just as bad, but that's how nostalgia works, I guess.
I just don't like hearing Tara Reid. No, Tara Strong. My
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, Tara Strong. I can't hear her sing. Her voice is very screechy as Timmy.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And so it's like nails on a chalkboard for me. It gives me a headache.
We didn't go over the summary of this. I guess it's pretty obvious by the title. If you are familiar with the concept of Fairly Odd Parents, Timmy, during that annoying song that we've been talking about, says a few times that he wishes it was Christmas every day.
Yep.
And so they have to make the wish come true, and then it becomes Christmas every day. And then the presents stop showing up after a few days of it being Christmas because Santa can't keep up with all these Christmases, and the fairy magic can't undo the wish because Santa's taking up all the magic.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it. They resolved the issue. I don't remember how. So
Well, because the other, like the Easter Bunny.
the other holidays.
Yeah, the other holidays come and talk to him and being like, "Yo, you gotta fix this," and they eventually do. But I mean, I said this when we were watching, but yeah, the dude who plays the Easter Bunny in this episode literally is trying his hardest impression of Danny DeVito. It's like really funny. Also, the dad was annoying with his stupid eggnog. Like, bro, what the fuck?
See, I disagree. That's probably one of the better jokes in it for me.
I see.
I think his dad's great. Like, it's probably,
I mean, I guess, but like,
but to the Easter Bunny, I just got like New York mobster off of.
he sounded
that.
like Danny DeVito.
Kind of, but like I think like the much stronger allegation is the fool,
Yeah.
obviously being Jerry Seinfeld. Badly.
My boy.
Yeah. So I don't know. Could be onto something because they clearly just took his voice for that. We
Yeah,
got Tom
I
Kenny as Cupid,
Yeah.
so there's that.
Can't go wrong with him.
No.
I thought this episode though overall was fine. I
It
didn't.
was okay.
Yeah. I agree. I think for me it's like on the same level as like the Halloween episode, but just a little higher, just slight.
Oh yeah, I think it's better than the Halloween one
Yeah.
because I can't remember much about that. I didn't have much good to say about the Halloween
No,
one.
we both really. Yeah, I if I remember correctly, we both enjoyed like the episode up until the song came in.
Oh yeah, I
And it
think
kinda
it was
dropped
like,
down.
I think it was kind of funny at the beginning. Then
Yeah.
there was a shitty song, and then the rest of it was boring.
Mm-hmm.
This one kind of followed something similar because
Yeah.
I think I laughed like once in the beginning. Also,
I laughed.
I
like
can't
a
remember
couple of-
what.
well, I wouldn't say I laughed, but I snickered like a couple of times. But then, like, yeah, I stopped after. So
And then yeah, I mean yeah. Other than describing it, I think it was just all right.
yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, so I don't know. If neither of us have much to say, then we might as well just pit them against each other. So one more like thing I guess to note from the Camp Lazlo was that thing at the end did make me laugh a little bit.
Oh, the ending.
It was the second of these cartoons to do the snowman
Oh yeah.
from like the classic like stop motion or whatever those are, the classic cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like Frosty the Snowman. There's a snowman who tells us, or is it like the Rudolph? Is it Rudolph?
I think
I wish I knew what it was.
yeah.
I haven't gotten to revisit those yet, but I'm going to later. this
Yeah,
month.
no, you're correct. It's Rudolph and like Jack Frost and like all of that.
The snowman comes up and he's like, "Hey, there's a story to tell," and
Mhm.
whatever. And he's got like a cane and a hat, and like yeah, there were a couple of homages to that guy in these. And at the end of Camp Lasso, there was one, and he was made of like meteors.
Yeah.
And it was very visually funny to me, especially just like getting the reference. And
If you know, you know.
that one landed for me. That was a good visual gag.
Yeah, that was good.
Overall, again, honestly, don't feel too passionate about either of these.
Yeah. Me neither.
For me, I mean, I think we disagree, but it's like negligible. Because I'd probably overall go Camp Lazlo because I like the art style and like
Oh, okay.
a couple like jokes hit for me. But like I agree, like for the most part, neither of them are anything to write home about.
Yeah, I was gonna do Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah, I figured because you said you didn't enjoy Camp Lazlo, but you said
And I did
Fairly
enjoy
Odd
this
was,
one, but
you said
slightly.
Fairly Odd was okay.
Yeah.
It was fine. So
Yeah, okay. It's starting. No, just kidding. But
yeah, not really.
Um.
I mean, because I would, if you don't think my point about the art style and
No, I do.
whatever.
But that would be like one positive for me,
and
I guess. Well, I mean, if you want to give it to Laszlo, go ahead and give it to Laszlo.
I was
Both of
gonna
these-
say
yeah.
if you had like a counter, then I would just as easily
No,
give it to
I
Fairly
mean, both
Odd.
of these episodes for me were like quite
Yeah.
boring to me, but I slightly enjoyed Fairly Odd Parents a little more. Just like, yeah, slightly, but still boring. So you want to give it to Laszlo, go ahead. I'll let you have it.
Okay. I mean, I think looking ahead, it's clear that neither of these are going to make it further. So
Yeah, just give it.
So we'll just give it to Camp Lazlo for now. Sorry to be boring, everyone.
Hmm.
But this next matchup's going to have us
Already?
be a little interesting, maybe.
Oh no.
Because we got the two finalists of the last bracket right here. We got Ed, Ed, and Eddie and SpongeBob. So these two aren't going to be the finalists this time. Only one can move on.
Okay.
And I gotta say, before we go over them, I know which one I'm gonna pick, and it might be surprising. Okay. Let's do Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Jingle, jingle, jangle. God, my voice is so fucked up because of the whatever. I always loved this episode, like as a kid, you know?
Yeah.
And it's one that's always stuck out in my mind. Just a lot of the visuals have always stuck out in my mind, and
Mm-hmm.
particularly with like the bulb, the dead bulb. Like I always remember that.
Yeah.
That Eddie replaces, and
Mhm.
Double D with the angel wings. When I was like very young watching this episode, I remember seeing that part, and like I hadn't developed any opinion on like religion or anything like that at that
Mhm.
point. But I was just like, I liked Double D, and I was inspired, and I like cut my own angel wings out of paper. And my mom was like,
That's cute.
okay.
I like
I
that.
think she
That's
didn't
cool.
know what to do with that. But it was funny.
I like that. That's
There's not much of a story to it. I cut them out, and I was like, this is what Christmas is about.
Oh my god. That's hilarious. I like
I think I
that.
kind of missed the point of the episode, though. But like, it's pretty obvious when you're older.
Well, I mean, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, this episode was again, I mean, it's Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Like, what the fuck? You can't go wrong with this. It was funny throughout the whole damn episode. I was laughing my ass off.
Let's start with what is it about? It's about Eddie, who he's the main focus here.
Mm-hmm.
Finds out at the beginning of the episode, he finds his parents' stash, which is very relatable, especially when I was a kid, because we would definitely go looking for our parents' present stash.
I feel like
Which now I look back and I'm like, God, that must be so annoying as a parent. Like,
dude, I feel like I'm the only kid that never really did that.
oh, I absolutely
I
did.
never did that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, again, I think I'm different, at least in that, because I've always heard so many stories of kids doing that when they were younger, going to go look at the presents and all that, and I never did. So, I don't know. But
never did. Me and my brother did, though. A lot. Anyway, yeah, that was a little tangent. It's good that you didn't. I feel like that's much less stressful for parents trying to
yeah.
give their kids a nice surprise.
Well, if you
for
know me,
Christmas.
then you know that I don't like to know, like, whether it's Christmas or, like, my birthday or just anything, like, when it has to do with presents. I don't like to know what I'm getting. I've always been like that. So, like,
I was definitely not like that as a kid.
yeah,
I mean,
I've always been
now I'm like
like that. I don't
Yeah.
want to know my stuff. I like to be surprised because I don't like finding out what I'm getting and then, like, it happens and then I have to put on an act as if I didn't know what I got or whatever, and it just makes me feel weird. So I'd rather be surprised.
yeah, I was a kid. I wasn't thinking that far ahead. I was just looking around.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes,
Yeah,
Eddie,
sorry.
Eddie goes through his family's parents' present stash, and he finds that he's only getting clothes, which another very relatable point to me. I hated getting clothes as a kid. Most kids do, I feel like. So far, had points with me here when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then after being disappointed by that, he starts going around town, deciding that he's going to get adopted into one of the other local families and be a part of their Christmas to get their presents.
Well, he basically is like wanting to become the Grinch
Yeah.
and takes just everyone's presents.
In a very douchey way, just
Yeah.
trying to cash in on other kids' Christmases. But nobody has a typical Christmas. Well, it's either that or they or he fucks it up somehow, or they get onto, they figure out what he's trying to do, and
They
that's how
kick
it
his
goes.
ass out of their house.
Eventually, he gives up and happens upon a tree with a bulb that we mentioned a bit ago.
Mm-hmm.
That is burnt out. And luckily, earlier in the episode, Ed found a bulb and put it in Eddie's back pocket so he could replace the bulb. And just when you see him complete that tree by
Mhm.
replacing the bulb, you think, oh, wow, he did something selfless.
Yeah.
Then Santa drops a sack with...
Bunch
it
of
sounds
toys.
weird. But yeah, with a bunch of toys for the whole town, and Eddie runs away with it because
Yeah. He's like,
because
sayonara, suckers.
Yeah, he didn't really change.
Yeah.
So yeah, it ends badly for all three of them, which in this case doesn't feel justified. The other two were good the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how it ends for the Ed boys.
Yep.
Okay. So I guess that's more or less the episode. Not told in the most concise way, but whatever.
Told as best as you could.
Yeah, right now. It's asking a lot of me right now.
Yeah.
So what do we think?
I literally, because I was writing some things down for each of these episodes we were watching. Yeah, I have no complaints, no negatives, no nothing to say. I thought it was funny throughout. I was literally like laughing my ass off. I thought it was good. That's what can I say about this? That I don't know. Did you have any?
Yeah, I mean, I'll drop a bit of a bomb. I still think it was one of the best.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But for me, this wasn't a boo-ha-ha situation.
Yeah.
This didn't hold up as well for me, if I'm honest.
Fair.
It didn't. It's not that it didn't hold up. And it's probably something to do with my expectations, but I don't know. It just didn't hit on the level that I wanted it to. I was laughing a bit at the beginning, but I feel like once Eddie begins his journey, it was a relatively laugh-free episode.
Yeah.
For me, which is unusual. Like, I was laughing a lot at the Halloween episode.
Yeah.
Probably like the biggest laugh at me was in the first few minutes with the turkey is basically a chicken or what.
No, that got us all.
Yeah, no,
and
that
I
was
even made
hilarious.
the comment. I was like, well, he's not wrong.
I feel like, yeah, I feel like there's more just like dumb shit like that, more slapstick shit that was getting me in boo-ha-ha. This one, it wasn't trying. Well, I mean, I feel like it was trying to do the usual slapstick thing, but it wasn't hitting as often for me.
Yeah.
And I know like it has parts that are a bit more serious, which is a rare thing for Ed and Eddie, but the whole point is that it's in typical Ed and Eddie fashion, it's not about growth. and
Yeah.
it doesn't have a like beautiful ending. It's like he's still an asshole. He
Yeah.
doesn't learn anything. And that's great,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. I guess I didn't think too much in depth about how to put it into words, but I just wasn't as engaged and I wasn't laughing as much as I wanted to be.
Interesting. I mean, I felt very much engaged with the episode. Now, can I say that it's better than the Halloween episode? No. Because I
think it
think their
comes
Halloween
close.
episode was pretty goddamn solid. Obviously, because it took this main spot. But
Yeah.
I can agree with you on that, but I mean, I still felt very much engaged. I can agree also that it got a little repetitive because, like, yeah, we see him going around and like trying to like get in and trying to
Yeah,
get the presents.
Like
After a while, it gets a little repetitive, and I could agree. And yeah, and you're just like, okay, whatever.
I wasn't laughing at the Rolf stuff, which like usually Rolf is hilarious.
Yeah.
But it wasn't getting me. And then I feel like I've always, even as a kid, like I felt like the Naz Christmas was like a little wasted potential.
Yeah.
You know, it happens real quick. He just like goes in there and he like she like brings out the mistletoe and he like throws up and she kicks him out. It's like
Yeah.
a real quick. It's like a real quick like
I remember
joke,
that.
but I always I guess wanted to see where that could have gone.
Yeah.
Um,
Would have been great.
the Johnny one is an interesting concept. I feel like it doesn't make me laugh as hard as like that concept should.
Yeah.
Like that they bring Christmas inside, and everything's ice and like the presents are in ice and there's like cool ideas in it that didn't make me laugh as hard as I wanted to. I guess that's it. I do still think it's one of the better ones. It might still be like in the top two if it wasn't like pitted against like another thing, because like only one of these can move on, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We would have to have that conversation because only one of these two is going to keep going.
What's the other one?
SpongeBob.
Oh.
Which was called, I think it was just called the SpongeBob Christmas Special or something. Yes. It was called the SpongeBob Christmas Special.
Oh my god.
Okay. So I guess we'll go on to that one.
Mm-hmm.
What is this one? Okay. Well, in Bikini Bottom, Christmas doesn't exist or hasn't existed
Oh my god.
until this very episode, where SpongeBob happens upon Sandy, set up some lights on a tree, I think, and runs inside to save her because he thinks there's a fire. And she explains to him what Christmas is. And this changes everything.
Changes his whole perspective on life.
Yeah, so SpongeBob runs out and tells the whole town about Christmas and Santa Claus and how all you gotta do is write him a letter and send it up to the surface. And
Message in a bottle.
Yeah, you can get really whatever you want just by asking Santa for it.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets the whole town in on it and gets the Christmas spirit going. There's a song.
Hmm.
Ed, Edd and Eddy didn't have a song. Or
Nope.
did it? Oh,
Yeah, no,
I don't
they
think
didn't.
it did.
No.
Yeah. So there's that. No, SpongeBob has a song where everyone's all festive, getting into it. Mr. Krabs is singing the sopranos, or
La 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 la.
there's that. There's some of that. Squidward is, of course, very annoyed by all of this. As it turns out, he keeps the whole town up all night waiting for Santa, and Santa never comes, and so Squidward comes out and makes an ass of himself.
That was my favorite part.
Yeah, rubbing it in SpongeBob's face that he was wrong, and the rest of the town left his side, and everyone's just disappointed. And then SpongeBob, crying his eyes out, gives Squidward his present that he personally made for him because Squidward refused to send Santa a bottle. And Squidward realizes that he's been an ass, and then he starts. He turns into Santa.
And he decides to do good by giving everything in his house to everyone in town.
Yes, that's precisely what he does. And he feels like a dumbass afterwards because he's got nothing but SpongeBob's happy. And then he gets a letter from the real Santa, who is quite a character. As he flies away, and that's just kind of where it ends.
That's pretty. You summed up the whole episode. Yeah.
Squidward has nothing in his house, but he has a thank you note from Santa,
and his clarinet.
He has his clarinet
made by SpongeBob.
Hopefully, unless somewhere in that time lapse he gave it away.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, no, he plays it at the end of the episode. You remember?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Well, he still has it. He has that and the letter.
I believe you. Okay. So that's the SpongeBob Christmas special. And we also get some Patchy the Pirate, which I guess is a controversial character on this couch.
Not for me. It was. I don't care for him. I never found him funny, but I didn't hate the guy.
I enjoy Patchy.
I don't hate him. Like, obviously.
It's just Tom Kenny fucking around in a pirate suit. Gotta love it. I like it.
Him in here wasn't as bad as, like, I don't know. I guess other ones I really don't care for necessarily, but he was fine in this. And I thought he was pretty funny. He was, so.
All right.
Also, the song.
It's the good song.
This is the good song, and this is the song I loved.
Yeah.
This one was great.
That's what I was saying. I used to play this song on repeat because I was a child, and I thought this was a great song.
Like SpongeBob just going la 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 la, like same.
And Squidward getting angry in the song, I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah. Also, the humor in here again, top notch, good.
So
when they're writing the letters and Patrick keeps ripping the paper, you're just like, why does he keep ripping the paper? It turns out he's writing. He's not even writing. He's just putting the paper like on top of the pencil and trying to write, and then it rips in half because the pencil's sharp.
Yeah, there's some.
This was great.
Some great visual gags. This one held up better for me than Ed, Edd n Eddy, I have to say.
Interesting.
I mean, it's really hard to compete with either of the Halloween episodes. Like, I think Ed, Edd n Eddy's Halloween episode was better. I think SpongeBob's Halloween episode was also better.
I thought, well, you remember, it was tied for me. Both of them I loved.
For me, I think, like, the Halloween episodes are both better than the Christmas episodes, but this Christmas episode, to me, holds up better just than the Halloween one did. Or than the Ed, Edd n Eddy Christmas one did. Personally. My brain's all congested. That's just like in short. I felt like I was laughing, or at least like enjoying it more consistently. And like, I don't know, it's weird. This one and Ed, Edd n Eddy feel like the most Christmassy out of maybe the rest of them. Like, these two feel probably the strongest with the Christmas spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some of these just didn't even have snow, you know? But
yeah, I agree. They didn't.
so, what do you think?
I don't know. It's kind of hard because I enjoyed both of these episodes. But I can agree that I do like Ed and Eddie's Halloween episode more than the Christmas episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, two my favorite shows
This
pit
one,
against each other.
this one
And
has,
I don't know what to do because I enjoyed both of them.
This one has Santa going cupping his face.
That part was so funny. No, also the part where, Squidward is like teasing and mocking SpongeBob while he's crying. And they literally show a photo of a donkey in place of donkeys. And basically saying to the audience, like, Squidward's acting like a jackass.
Yeah.
I was fucking dying when they did that. And then when Squidward realizes like what he's doing, he's like, "Wow, I'm totally acting like, what am I acting like?" And then they replay it again.
Yeah.
It was great.
The beginning's funny. I mean, like,
I can agree that the gags were and like the humor were it's SpongeBob, so
yeah, and
it's great, and I can say that it's probably better than Ed and Eddie's.
I agree. The dialogue, so I guess we have a winner, but yeah, I miss the dialogue of the early SpongeBob, like before when it was more wacky and less. I think we probably talked about.
Yeah,
this
we
last
said
time.
this in our Halloween episode with them, but
more wacky in a clever way, and not just like he's an idiot.
Yeah, not making Patrick
Like,
just dumb just because, like, no, it's smart in a good way.
And SpongeBob, like,
Yeah.
he was actually using
It's not
some
annoying.
like, he was using some like words
Mhm.
that adults understand. Like, I don't know.
Not being a complete fucking dipshit.
Yeah, and he like made the machine to like shoot the messages up, and
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
I don't know. I still enjoyed.
I didn't articulate that very well, but I just, if you watch it, I think you'll pick up on what I mean. It's just, it doesn't feel so lazy. It feels creative, and it feels inspired.
I think people would agree with that because no one likes new SpongeBob now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. This was in the golden age.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. I guess it didn't take much to get you to agree.
I don't know.
Well,
I'm so indecisive, but fuck, that kills me to leave Ed and Eddie.
one of them's got to be left behind, and I think it's okay. I don't think you have to feel bad because we gave the win to Ed and Eddie last time.
Yeah. There's also pretty good memes. Yeah, I mean, I mentioned that in the Halloween episode for SpongeBob. Like, yeah, two of my favorite memes that I like send or like all the time were in the Halloween episode. And yeah, there's a couple of memes in this one that I used too. So
In Ed and Eddie?
no, in a SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. Okay.
Yeah, in SpongeBob. Sorry, I should
Yeah,
have
when
clarified.
we're on the memes, I can't believe I didn't mention a Dickie? Like, they still make these?
Oh my god.
Because that... Me and Brandon still quote that to this day.
Oh my god.
Uh,
That's a good impression, by the way.
it's like... Thanks. It's one of our... just one of the classics.
Dude, you're so fucking Eddie. I can't. Like, that's what I was telling you when when the episode started. He like made this funny sound, and I'm like, oh my god, James. And you're just sitting there laughing.
Yes,
You're like, yee.
Yeah, no, I just had to mention that because it's a classic moment. And it's a great episode. I mean, fuck.
It is. It's really good.
yeah, if you watch the last one, you know this is quite the matchup for us. But
Again.
yeah, I've gotta move SpongeBob
Yeah,
forward.
we left my boy in the dust last time.
Yeah,
He-
it's a not that like I genuinely think the SpongeBob one is a better episode, but
Both were good,
I'm
but
just
yeah.
saying we don't have to feel bad about it because we let Ed and Eddie made it last time. You know,
I'll still feel bad.
you can do that.
I will.
All right, let's go to our next matchups. These ones should be quicker. I think.
Okay.
We got. Let me get the titles of these out. We've got Dexter's Laboratory.
Which was a short.
It was the shortest by far,
like
6
6
minutes.
minutes. Yeah.
Dexter versus Santa's Claus. Up against Johnny Bravo.
Ooh.
A Johnny Bravo Christmas. Oh boy.
Okay.
This is an interesting one, I guess. I guess let's go through it. The Dexter's Laboratory episode is very simple. I mean, how in depth can it be with such a short runtime?
Yeah.
Dexter, being the science man he is, doesn't believe in Santa Claus, and so he thinks that it's just his parents. Parents go through this comically very, very outrageous routine to dress up their car like a sleigh, and the dad dresses up as Santa and goes down the chimney. Like, they actually go through all the trouble that Santa would go
Mhm.
through, even though that he just thinks it's his parents. So he decides he's going to expose his parents,
Hmm.
being Santa. But the problem is, it's not his parents, of course. It is Santa Claus.
Yep.
And he runs into some issues. And he's the jackass at the end who catches Santa red-handed, thinking he's just his dad cosplaying.
Hmm.
And his dad catches him in the act, and then he realizes he's wrong.
Yep. And boy, does he feel embarrassed.
He sure does. That's pretty much the
Yeah,
episode.
that's really, yeah.
It's very short. But like, I remember when this one came on, thinking it was one of the better ones so far.
Mm-hmm.
I did enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was the gags were pretty funny.
For such a short run time, I think it was solid, and like it didn't need to be more than it was, and I'm not going to put it down for being a short episode.
Yeah.
I think it's better than some of the other ones out here for sure. I think a lot of that is the humor. Like,
yeah.
it definitely didn't feel like it's for little babies. I guess, like, I mean, a little baby could enjoy it, but so could an adult, and that's a big plus for me as an adult.
Hmm.
A lot of the humor in the show, I feel like it's just Dexter, the way he speaks, and his choice of vocabulary.
I love the way he speaks. I used to talk like him when I was younger, just walking around and just talking in that accent that he does. I can't do it now, but I used to do it like all the time when I was younger.
It's great.
It's so funny.
And yeah, that's like, that's a big appeal of the show, just as a show. But
Yeah.
I thought the episode was pretty funny, and I enjoyed it.
I thought there were definitely some funny parts in everything. I did enjoy all of that, but other than that, I just thought the episode was fine. I hated the song. I didn't like the song.
I forgot there was a song.
Yeah, the song kind of bothered me. Like it's kind of funny, but at the same time, like just
Now I
weird
remember,
because
yeah, it's at the beginning.
he's trying to rhyme things.
It's supposed to be kind of
Yeah,
cringe.
and but it doesn't work because like the stuff that he's trying to rhyme things with, they don't rhyme, so it doesn't flow well, and it's weird.
Yeah, no, I think it's supposed to be cringe.
And,
and,
yeah, I
like,
mean, I kind of get that was probably the point, but like,
it like cuts out to him just like sitting there with his microphone. And then one of the things that did make me laugh was she takes the microphone, he's just like, my microphone or something, like, whatever, like
yeah.
whatever he says, like it just got me. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Sometimes
again,
it's that easy.
yeah, I mean, again, it happened like it's like with the Fairly Odd Parents Halloween episode. Like the song just came kind of like out of nowhere.
Sure.
Like, so it kind of took me. I'm like, oh, okay.
Ugh.
But other than that,
Valid,
like,
not to like the song.
yeah, I mean, I found this one to be okay. It was decent.
Yeah, I would still say I like it overall. I think with Dexter's Lab is like there were a lot of songs in that show. Weirdly, that's what that's what I noticed when I like. I remember loving it as a kid, and then like
Mhm.
trying to rediscover it when I was a little older. Then like every time I saw it, it was just a song. And I was really confused, and I was disappointed.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen the. I mean, this was the first time in like a long ass motherfucking time for me seeing Dexter.
Oh yeah, same here.
So, but I don't really remember songs that much. But I mean, I'm not gonna like. But at the same time, yeah, I think there was quite a few songs in this.
They were there, and it was weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd be scared to rewatch because I'm not like it's weird. Like I love musicals and all that, but I can't do when shows like this just add a random musical bit. It's just like so weird because it's always out of place. It's always misplaced.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So.
All right. That's up against Johnny Bravo with Johnny Bravo Christmas, which what happened in this?
Well,
Johnny Bravo failed to send his letters to Santa, and basically the episode is
him and his mama.
him going to the lengths that great lengths to reach the North Pole and hand deliver to Santa the letters that he failed to send the month earlier. Why didn't he send them? Because there's hot mamas on the TV.
Yeah.
And he forgot, and he lost the letters in the couch.
Johnny Bravo, so real.
That
He
was- yeah.
saw MILFs on the TV. He's like, wait, hold up. I would have done the same.
It's pretty easy to sum that one up
Yeah.
without going into much detail. But yeah, chaos ensues. There's a little girl who joins him on his journey, and I thought his dynamic with the little girl when they first met was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I wasn't laughing as much throughout the whole thing, but
yeah, I was laughing in the beginning, but
Yeah.
yeah, it kind of slowly died down by the end.
yeah. I was never like a huge Johnny Bravo person as a kid.
What?
I think I told you that.
I don't remember you telling me that, but you probably did. So,
Like,
but
I
I'm
saw
so
it-
shocked.
I saw it here and there, but it's not that I didn't like it. It just like didn't like I saw it and I was just like, yeah, it's Johnny Bravo, and I'd like usually would probably change the channel,
Rude.
but I didn't dislike it.
Yeah.
And like watching it as an adult, I think it's like a pretty solid kid show.
I love Johnny Bravo.
There's definitely stuff in there
it
for
was
adults
good.
to enjoy.
Yeah.
Like a lot of it, I feel like is obviously for adults to enjoy.
Mm-hmm. It's
His whole character is honestly like going to a, I don't know. You have to at least reach like a certain age to get his character. I feel like.
Yeah, that's kind of like the one thing that that's so interesting about like rewatching like these shows that we used to watch when we were younger, because with Johnny Bravo it was always obvious like how he was and stuff, so that didn't really like go over my head like when I was younger. But like with other shows, like the adult humor in there and like all of that, it's just like so crazy to like rewatch now as an adult, because I'm just like, dude, like how the fuck did I miss that? Like I didn't understand it like I saw when I was a kid, like, oh, okay, whatever, but like obviously the joke didn't hit, which yeah, because I'm a kid so I don't understand. But no, that's kind of like the one thing that I'm enjoying about like rewatching these. It's like the humor and the adult humor in there. It's like
Depending on which one.
depending on which one, of course, but like it's really funny. I kind of wish shows would go back to that, kid shows, like having like the perfect mix of like kid humor and adult humor, so where everyone is enjoying. But
or just
sorry to get off on that tangent, but
no.
I thought this episode, I thought it was fine. I don't know, I thought it was a little weird like when he goes to the post office and like he's like telling the guy like, oh, like I want the cards to be like delivered by tonight the earliest.
Oh,
and
like, everyone in town just gangs up on him?
And he starts like laughing at him, and then he tells the girl in the back about it, and then she like calls him a loser, and then she announces to everyone in the postal office, and then they all laugh at him and start I don't know, I thought that was like what is happening? Like, why are you guys like bullying him in the postal office? Like, what the fuck?
I get like the humor style of that. It didn't particularly land for me.
No, it didn't land for me either, so I was like a little confused. I was like, obviously I was laughing because it was like so out of pocket. They're like, oh, this guy wants to get his litter in tonight. Oh, what a dumbass.
I thought I thought again his like initial dynamic with the little girl was funnier. He's like, shut up, little girl, or what, like just whatever, how he's being a dick to her.
You're not gonna make me eat that bean dip.
Yeah. But yeah, it petered out for me relatively early on.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, like once it got into like the whole quest to actually find Santa, like didn't feel very Christmassy either. Like once they left,
well, they're in a plane like the whole time.
Yeah, then like,
and then they're talking to like circus animals.
Yeah,
and I thought
it felt like it became like a normal episode.
Yeah, like it was only like really like the only Christmas.
The motivation was Christmas.
Yeah, the motivation, and then like seeing Santa, and then at the end at the Christmas party at his house, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, with this, there wasn't a song, I guess.
Yeah, thank God.
Which that's good. That would have been good. I don't care. My vote's for Dexter, but I think yours is Johnny, and I'm okay to move that forward. I don't really care. Unless you do agree with me.
I mean, I found both of these episodes to be decent.
It's in your hands.
The ball's in my court.
Because I told you my vote's Dexter. I just personally enjoyed the whole 6 minutes of it, which is more than I could say about the Johnny Bravo one. I did enjoy the whole episode. But like I think they're both like I think the Dexter one was better. That's why I would vote for it. Like as a whole, I think it was better, but like obviously it didn't have as much room to like it had all the fat trimmed from it, you know. So it's getting points for me there, but
you want to. I guess I'll be nice tonight, 2 in a row.
You don't have to. If you want to go with Johnny, we can.
You can move on, Dexter.
You sure? Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to like think but I found both of these episodes to be decent.
Yeah.
So I don't really have that much of an opinion.
Cool.
So move on, Dexter.
Okay.
2 in a row.
Dexter's. Okay. And our final matchup here is going to be Jimmy Neutron with what was that one called?
16.
Holly Jolly Jimmy. Against 16 with Deck the Ball. So Jimmy Neutron, Holly Jolly Jimmy. Very similar premise to Dexter's Lab. You got a boy genius who doesn't believe in Santa Claus and tries to prove why Santa doesn't exist. Basically, by just proving that any old kid can do Santa's job, so Santa doesn't need to exist, so he doesn't exist. I don't know. That's kind of it.
Yeah, he basically takes over the role for delivering presents, and then
And he does everything except he can't get Retroville.
yeah,
And then his ship blows up. Well,
and then all of a sudden Santa comes after that.
it wasn't great.
Yeah, I got some. No, you can give your opinions, but I got some things to say. But you go first.
Jimmy's dad was a highlight, as usual.
He's always the highlight.
Yeah, with Puel, his replacement for Christmas.
Boy gets his ass beat because he jumps through a
Jumps
window.
in someone's house and offers
And
a
then
pie.
Office Pie gets his fucking ass beat, and he's all sad about it. He, like the next scene, he's like, "Why did no one want my Puel?" He's all there, like all fucking bruised up and shit.
He's quite a character. Yeah, he's probably responsible for the best moments.
Yeah,
Usually Carl says some funny shit.
he didn't really say funny
Yeah.
shit in this, and it's mostly a Sheen. I thought and in the Halloween episode, he was fucking hilarious. Boy was bringing it. This one, I thought he was just okay.
Yeah, no.
Both of them, and they usually go hand in hand for being like really fucking funny.
All around, it wasn't a great episode for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess it does sound like you took notes and you have stuff to say.
Yeah.
I really don't. Was there a song in this?
Oh,
There was.
we don't get only one, not
Okay.
2,
Oh, you're
but we
right.
get 3. We
You're
get
right.
3 motherfucking songs in this episode, and they fucking suck. They were so dreadful to get fucking through, and
Well, yeah, now
this
I'm
is what I was talking
remembering.
about. I got beef.
Now I'm remembering Jimmy's parents singing, but that's all.
Yeah, that
Oh,
singing
we
Pure.
we got the teacher singing.
Oh yeah, right in the beginning. That was so fucking weird. Like, bro, fucking teach me math. Like, I don't want to fucking hear you sing.
Yeah.
We got 3 songs. And this was like in the beginning of us watching, and when other episodes that we've already discussed had songs, I was like, oof.
Yeah.
I was done.
I
like,
knew we were in for a night of songs, but
I mean, I knew we were too, but I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting fucking Jimmy Neutron taking the cake for the most songs. Like, what the fuck? I even wrote in my notes. Like, stupid musical bit. Another stupid song. Fucking 3 songs. What the fuck?
3 songs.
I like
3 songs and not a spectacular episode.
Yeah. Like it was a fine episode, but yeah, not my favorite. Compared to the Halloween episode, yeah.
It was just all right, and yeah, Jimmy's dad's the highlight. What can you say?
I think he was he was the best part. And then Sheen, when they were delivering presents, he like named the toy of what this kid was getting. And he's like, "Enjoy, Asian kid or Chinese kid."
The Japanese.
Oh, Japanese. That's what it was. Yeah. He's like, "Enjoy, Japanese kid." It's like, oh my god.
Uh,
I think that was like the only funny part he said in the whole episode.
yeah, no, another Jimmy's dad moment was watching Christmas get canceled. He's like, "That's the worst thing that could ever happen."
Oh yeah.
And that's like, it's all Jimmy Neutron's fault. He's like, "Oh, except that."
Yeah. Dude, his dad is just amazing. I love him.
Definitely the best part.
Yeah.
Okay. That's that. I mean, yeah, there's no point to like try to talk more about it if we don't have much more to say about it. So,
Yeah.
we got 16 Deck the Ball.
Oh fuck yeah.
So I feel okay. Let's just what happened in this. This is the first one we watched.
You don't remember?
It's the one that's sticking out to me the least, I guess. After all that, because well, we'll get into because, but yeah, what did happen? Do you want to take the reins?
Kids, you don't remember? I mean,
I remember parts, but
it's gonna
like
be hard.
the actual plot was pretty loose. I felt like it was kind of just like everyone wasn't really feeling the Christmas spirit because everyone was
all of them just are going through their own thing. They're not like in the Christmas mood. And then what is it? We have what's her face complaining.
Yeah, Caitlin is like
Caitlin is
"It's
complaining
awesome."
about Jonesy because him and I think her mom and then Jonesy's dad are getting together. So they
That's Jen. So Caitlin's the blonde.
No, Caitlin's the red.
No, that's Jen. Caitlin's the blonde.
Oh, I meant to say Jen. Okay, so it's Jen. Yeah, Jen and so my bad. And so she's complaining about that, and
Caitlin's the only one who's in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, everyone else is not in the mood for. And then I think eventually, what was it? Caitlin gets everyone gifts, and she wants to surprise everyone. And they ended up going to the movie theaters, and they end up getting kicked out because Jen and Jonesy start arguing about like them living together now.
And they leave the presents at the
Caitlin.
The food court.
Caitlin left the presents at the food court at the table, and then it gets into the Lost and Found, and they find their presents at the Lost and Found, and then they're like, you know what?
Let's just donate. our
we don't need the Christmas presents anymore. Like we got each other. Like that's all we need. And
okay,
I don't know. That's pretty much it.
So that's what happened.
Yeah.
Now I guess what review Mask Off. I didn't love it. I didn't love this episode. I thought it was very all over the place, and it didn't feel Christmassy. It didn't feel like it really culminating and then donating their gifts was such a strange direction. I feel like
I don't think it was because they were all like in the funk of like they're all complaining about like Christmas sucks, like this is like the worst year, and because what is it, Jen and Jonesy that are working at the mall. And just all of them are kind of like going through their like own shit. They're not in the Christmas spirit. And then I mean they see their gifts in the donation pile. So I mean, then they realize like, you know what, like these people need it more than anything. And who the fuck are we to complain?
It's fine, but it's like it really is a left turn. Like I feel.
I guess. Like, I mean, I got the point of what they were going for, but I mean, I can say it's not like the best executed. But
you would think that the arc would be that they get into the Christmas spirit at the end, and they're like,
and I forgot. Yeah, they get locked up in the mall.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was on Christmas Eve, and they got locked up in the mall. And so they're all like there by themselves.
Yeah, and Caitlin's like, I just never had a family a big family to spend Christmas with, and so I want to do that. And then there's like a short little montage of them just like jumping around and dancing around the mall and stuff. And it honestly felt really unfocused to me, and it didn't. I don't know. It just didn't feel like a solid like Christmas like episode. It didn't have I guess the direction that I like
That you-
want out of
yeah.
out of an episode of anything really.
That's
And, like,
fair.
I liked at least like I really liked this show growing up.
Ugh, I love. Yeah,
And like
I was so excited when you said we were doing this. Like, I was smiling throughout the whole episode because I haven't. Yeah, like sorry to cut you off, but I fucking love this show. I watched it all the time when I was younger. Nikki was my favorite.
I'm wondering how much that is like nostalgia because like I get it. I loved the show. I gotta believe there's like that the episodes are usually better than this, but
I can agree that, like, I mean, I like this episode. I didn't really have anything negative to say, but obviously we're talking about it, so I can agree. I do agree with some of your points. Like, yeah, like as a whole collective, and then the point that they're trying to make, not really the best. And yeah, it is very cluttered. It is kind of all over the place. I do agree with that.
they just like randomly go to the movies.
But
Like
I can.
that's just kind of
yeah.
a thing that happens. Like
But I can say is like obviously because you and I like we both like this show, whatever. It's not the best. I do agree with that. Out of like other episodes that I'm like remembering from the show, definitely a lot better and structured a lot more than this one.
it didn't feel like an episode that knew what it wanted to be. It
Yeah.
felt like someone writing then this happened and then this happened and then they went to the movies and then the movie took too long and they got stuck in the mall and then this happened like yeah it felt very
They found the
unfocused.
meaning of Christmas because of each other, of them being friends.
Yeah, but I didn't feel that. I don't know. I just didn't feel like the Christmas from it.
Well, yeah, they're in the. I mean,
Among other
if
complaints.
anyone knows what 16 is, like, yeah, it takes place of like the friends in the mall the whole time, and that's what they do because that's where they hang out. That's where most of them work. So yeah, I get yeah, it's really not well executed with the Christmas theme because yeah, if anything, it's like Jen and Jonesy who are working, and yeah, and Caitlin.
Yeah.
And Jonesy gets fired because he tries picking up a MILF.
Yeah, that was something. I think the best like
so
parts
real.
the best parts of it like were probably the running gag, I guess, of that sweater that Jude buys for Caitlin. Like
Oh,
that was probably the funniest thing to me. Where the clothes are like, oh, you have to buy this sweater.
It's from the OC.
It means that you're loved, and like he gets it for Caitlin. Of course, she never gets it, but just like the little things, like their little back and forths of, oh my god, you got me the sweater. What color? Pink. And then
And
she like attacks him.
Yeah, gives him a big ol' hug.
Just like
Cute. Love them.
like visual stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because like saying that isn't funny, but like when it happens, it's like kind of like, yeah.
Definitely is such a show for its time because them mentioning the OC. Obviously, have never seen the show, but when they mention that, I'm like, oh my god, because I love that show.
No, I don't know,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I feel like we could probably be on the same page as far as saying it's maybe more enjoyable than the Jimmy Neutron one, though.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was better than Jimmy Neutron for sure.
I honestly
In my
don't
opinion.
think either is like. I do think the Jimmy Neutron one knew what it wanted to be more.
Yeah.
Like there's points where I want to give it to Jimmy Neutron, but like I know you probably feel strongly about 16, so we can do that.
Yeah, I do. I don't. Yeah, even in my notes, I don't have. I even said no negative, solid episode. At
So
least,
there you have it.
yeah.
I think if you've been paying attention, you probably all know how this will wrap up, but let's get there.
Yeah, let's go. Speed
so,
run.
Yeah, we got Camp Lazlo and SpongeBob. Camp Lazlo barely edged out like against Fairly Odd Parents because neither of them were that great. So SpongeBob's moving forward.
SpongeBob for the win.
Sponge. And then we got like, okay, we got Dexter's Lab versus 16. And like, you know, we're probably at odds with this, but
oh, no.
I don't really care.
I say 16.
Because I know how it's going to end.
I say 16.
Yeah, I'd definitely say Dexter's, but like, I don't want to argue about it because it's late and I still have a congested face.
Okay.
And I know that neither of these are going to beat SpongeBob if we're real. So
wow, you already spoiled it.
well, we're there, aren't we?
I don't know.
You want to move 16 forward, so
yes.
fine. But yeah, that's up against SpongeBob, and it's just like, come on. It's like a great SpongeBob episode and a shitty 16 episode. I think it's pretty clear.
It's tied to 16 and SpongeBob.
Well, yeah, because I can give you the 16 over Dexter's, but let it be known, I think Dexter's was much better executed and like it knew what it wanted to be and it did it in 6 minutes, and I like it. I like it better than the 16, but yeah, it would come down to SpongeBob and 16 if I give you that win.
Well, I'm definitely choosing.
Choosing?
Choosing.
What are you choosing?
Have you not been listening?
SpongeBob.
Wow, you figured it out.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Come on. We knew going into this that our boy Bob was going to win. Like, let's be fucking real.
It's kind of sad because
sorry, bros. They didn't stand a chance.
Because last time it was Ed, Edd and Eddy and SpongeBob, and this time
I was literally having a panic attack.
this time it could have been that again, but they got pitted against each other right away. So
yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it probably would have come down to those two. So we really had like the final bracket early on. That's how I feel.
I mean, okay, you were even talking about like, cause you were like, you know, you always kind of give me like the rundown, like don't be biased, like yada yada yada, and but you were like talking, and you're like, well, being like, what was it? What were you saying exactly? Yeah, you were just like, well, I can already tell you now which one's gonna win. Wink, wink.
For this one?
Yeah, you were talking about that, and I knew SpongeBob was gonna win.
Well, so I don't think it's biased because we rewatched all these episodes.
Well, yeah.
And I just straight up think it's the best one. Like,
No.
I'm not coming from a biased perspective.
Are you though?
No, if something
No,
here,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, if something here was better, I would like. Ed, Edd and Eddy is
the closest one, obviously.
It's been undisputed. Like, I call that my favorite kids cartoon.
Yeah.
But I don't think it had the stronger Christmas episode.
No. Yeah, no, I
Even
agree.
though, like, it's one that I think of every year around this time. Like, Jingle, Jingle, Jangle. That's my shit. And yeah, like, the Dickie is never going to get old to me. But yeah, after just like watching them both back to back, evaluating them, and especially against all these other ones, like, I don't know. I think SpongeBob comes out on top here, and
our boy Bob in it for the win.
It only makes me wonder if it was worth doing all these shows when it was gonna come down to Ed, Edd and Eddy and SpongeBob again.
Ugh, I would have hated that.
Yeah, it pretty much did.
Well, almost.
I mean, don't we still think those are probably the top two overall?
Well, I have my top 3, but yeah, it's definitely SpongeBob and Ed, and Eddie are in my top 2.
Then I would guess you put 16, and I would put Dexter's. So
Yeah. Same but different, of course.
there we go.
Yeah.
That's our madness bracket.
Yes.
Watch the SpongeBob Christmas special. If you want to have a nice Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
All right.
Yeah, I guess that concludes.
Yeah.
Don't know what we'll be doing next. And yeah, the next episode will be what? Into the new year, right?
Almost, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be
Or close to it, I
believe
guess.
it'll be New Year's Eve.
Ah, yeah, see, there you go.
I did have something written down,
Oh.
but if you'd like, we can not say what that is.
We never tell what our next episode is going to be. It's either we do or we don't. So I figure, why the hell not say then if you got an idea?
Well, it was actually it was your idea.
Oh, mine? What? Okay. I don't even remember my idea.
I had comfort movies.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yay. You actually
So-
took that up because when I first brought it up to you, you were like,
Yeah. So stay tuned for that.
yeah,
Next
comfort
week.
movies. Yay.
We're gonna be talking about the movies that make us feel comfort, I guess.
Or just like to rewatch all the time. And that's me.
Yes. So you can expect some passion from Lauren, and I have a few. I have a few movies that I could consider a comfort movie in a way, but obviously we're different in
Well,
that
yeah.
regard. Yeah.
Yeah, we are very different. But we do have similar, at least certain movies we are similar on. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stay tuned, and we'll be doing that next week.
yeah.
All right.
Hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Have a safe and happy Christmas Eve.
Happy
and-
holidays.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining
See
us.
y'all on the next one.
Later.
Bye.